So I originally finished off on this testimony to you all. We was talking about Section 8. We was talking about housing. We was talking about how the traps are already set up out there for you to get complacent in housing, to sit up there and stagnate yourself. But they did not tell you about the opportunities that a lot of different um, masonry work went into to actually architect you into getting out of certain situations. Now, a lot of times I tell people this all the time. I don't too much trust certain architects. I don't care what type of mason you is or builder you is. I don't too much trust them because they can sit up there and build a trap in no time to trap you up. And they can also build a way for you to get out. So just work with the systems that's already in place. If you work with the systems that are already in place, 9 times out of 10, the architectural path is so easy to get out of a trap so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, it's biblical. I'm going to make it simple for you. Read the Bible, implement it in your life. That's just how easy the regular, just governmental system works. And every trap that comes to you, you will not fail. I'm going to give you a perfect example. Dudes coming at you trying to date you. They have ideas that the projects is supposed to be drugged out, junked out, or whatever. So you got dudes that's coming at you trying to date you because of that. Find your way out. Simple. What does the Bible say? It's better for me to be alone. Okay, I'm not going to fall victim to that. What are some of the other things? Okay, am I going to sit here in poverty? A man that don't work, don't eat. I got to go out here and I got to work the system. I got to go out here and eat. I'm not going to eat if I don't have a job. I'm not going to eat and be able to provide for myself if I don't take the steps of being able to do what I need to do. Is it easy? No, it's not. I'm going to give you the perfect example. You can apply for 1,000,000 jobs. You can't force anyone to hire you. That's the harsh reality of life. I can apply for 1,000,000 jobs. I can apply at Burger King. Guess what? Burger King might not even pick me up. They may say I'm overqualified. They may say I'm just not what they're looking for at this time. They may say, look, I don't have time to give you a full-time position. I'm already staffed. There's a million different reasons why McDonald's and Burger King you may not get hired on. Um, what do I do after I start dealing with extensive times of not getting hired? Okay, maybe I can use what I got. And trust me, I've been in these situations. Maybe I can use what's given to me from the government to see if I can make money out of it. What that means, I might can start a candy store where I sit up there and I allocate a certain amount of food stamps towards starting a store so that I can gain self sufficiency. I'm going to tell you, to be totally honest with you, I never ever had enough of food stamps to actually be able to do that. I only had enough to actually survive, eat from day to day, because if I engineered that, I wouldn't have anything. When I say anything, I mean anything. Even if I did, let's say, put 100, I wouldn't have extra. That's for people with kids. I didn't have kids at the time that I went through my recession. So those were some options that I wasn't able to take. Now, for those who have kids and, you know, you have a little bit of abundance and you buy lobster and stuff like that, you can set up a store in the house very easily. But that's also a violation of housing. But compared to the dope dealers that's selling in the housing authority, I don't see what the problem is. But I'm not going to get into that, but that's definitely a violation. So they're going to call you on a violation because you done set up a candy store. But the other candy stores in the community ain't none like yours. You get what I'm saying? We both in the same position. We both doing the same thing illegally, but at the same time, my illegal and your illegal is two different illegals, if you catch my drift. But those are some of the traps that's in there. So if you're dealing with traps like people selling drugs, okay, look, what do you know? I know that I don't want my kids around this type of environment. Why? There are certain things that's going to happen. I can't stop it from happening. And then you have the compelling, because remind you, these people consider themselves masters of sin. So they want people in sin. They want people on drugs. They want people prostitution. They want this type of chaos because this type of chaos takes care of them. It does not take care of you. So that's not inviting order. So those are some of the options that you can explore. Cooking, making meals. Like I serve $5 for a plate. You know what I'm saying? And that's the elevation and a come up. Is it a little unfair? Yes, it's a whole lot unfair. Because guess what? If I'm caught selling and housing, I can get thrown out. And that's not for just selling drugs. That's for selling food. That's for selling anything. They try to kick you out. So is that a come up? But I can't find a job. I can't never pay rent to you all. I don't want to stay like this. I've been looking for a job for what 4 or 5 years and still haven't been hired on. And some people laugh at this and they think it's a joke. I know for a fact you can apply for jobs 5 years straight and not get hired. And you like, this is impossible. I'm filling out 100 applications a day. How do you stay unemployed that long? It's impossible to stay unemployed that long. Somebody got to call the phone. And I got to tell you the harsh truth about it. Our communication systems is shot. Our communication system is shot. The hood is designed to trap you, and our communication systems is shot. There is impossible. It is impossible to fill out 100 applications a day and still not get hired on. But I have dealt with that reality and had to spend an extensively long time unemployed with no income coming in. And this is the craziest thing. They will give you plans like they act like you're not trying. They really start to begin to get agitated like we're gonna have to remove you off of housing, we're gonna have to remove you off of welfare, and they really don't know you're actually filling out an excessive amount of applications. You are doing excessive amount of work and still haven't got hired on. Another thing too, the study programs are excessively long. um to find short programs, I would tell people this: find short programs that you know monetarily will impact you when you're on welfare, Section 8, or anything like that. Like if they have like educational programs, let me find a short program that's within reason. I mean, just set a short term goal for yourself that you know would somewhat be utilized constantly. You know, they constantly hire people and you know it's quick to get hired on, and study for that program. And make sure it's a short term program, because when I start seeing medical assistant programs, and these medical assistant programs are talking about a whole year. I don't have a whole year. I need to make money now. I need to do something for myself now. There are certain things that will not wait, cannot wait, and it's not gonna wait for me. So they put you in these programs, and these programs last sometimes 2 years, 1 year, whatever the case may be. Although that can be a short term goal, that's not my short term goal. I'm looking for something more 3 months to 6 months, and 6 months is still excessive to me. So that's something that I tell people to explore the option for, because a lot of times you can't, they don't understand you trying to get it from nothing. Okay, now I'm going to be real with you. I'm a certified grant writer. When I began to go through my recession, I could not find grants, discretionary grants, any grants at all that was geared towards what I needed. That goes, okay, yeah, these grants are posted on government.gov, grant.gov or something like that. I could not find grants that was a pleasable for my situation, or that I could use towards my situation and give them a proper success story, or say, hey, this is what happened, this is what I did, and this is how great I am. I could not find that. So knowing that, I can tell people, look, when you're going through and you're trying to get it from nothing, maybe grants may not be the best option for you because it's hard to find. Yes, there are a lot of them, but it is hard to find one that fits your particular situation, your particular need, your particular thing that you're going through. Another thing I learned about my finances, like, they send out stimulus checks. Yep, the government sends out stimulus checks once a month, pretty much. Will you ever receive them? No. This is financial abuse that we go through in the hood. They don't want us with the excess money. They want to control the money market. They want to control your money. You could tell who is involved in this by certain things. If you're renting from a person that's like, oh, you just do you, I'm going to do me, make sure that, everything is on the up and up, you're more likely good. But certain people have certain requirements. I don't like people in my house. I don't like people constantly in and out. It aggravates me. So that's something I know. So I'm telling you, it's a lot that goes along with this.